Hi everybody, it's Kevin from IEOR 190G. This week, instead of talking about the smartphone patent war, we're going to talk a little bit about silly patents. And in particular, we're going to focus on one silly patent that I've recently read about. It is U.S. Patent U.S. Patent 1448235. It's called the Portable Baby Cage by Emma Reed, filed by Emma Reed in 1922 in Spokane, Washington. Here's a description of the patent, and you try to guess what it is. With these facts in view, it is the purpose of the present invention to provide an article of manufacture for babies and young children to be suspended upon the exterior of a building adjacent an open window wherein the baby or young child may be placed. This article of manufacture comprises a housing or cage wherein the baby or young child, together with proper toys, may be placed. The baby is enabled to receive fresh air through the screen or wire fabric, and it will be noted that the baby has sufficient room or space for playing with toys. And it goes so on and so forth. Now you might still be wondering what exactly this patent is, and I'll show you right now. This portable baby cage that you hang adjacent to your window is basically a cage that you attach to the outside of your building. Say you lived on the second or third or fourth story of a building. It's essentially a cage that you attach to the exterior of your building, and your baby is essentially suspended in that little crib outside where he can get fresh air. So it's this thing at the top right here. Now, I'm sure that's a concern because this definitely solves a problem for a lot of parents who lived in during the industrial period, and there was a lot of urbanization going on, and they wanted their children to get fresh air as they did when they were kids, and so there's obviously a need and a problem that it solves. But obviously that's not necessarily the safest way of solving the problem by just suspending your baby out above the street, where it could potentially fall. There's a lot of risk there. So that's what makes it a truly silly patent. Now, in terms of prior art, we do have one second. Just want to pull up the prior art here. So, in terms of validity, we can look at prior art right here. And there have actually been a lot of crib and baby cage related inventions, but the closest one that I could find was filed by G.W. Girding in 1901, U.S. Patent 686516, and you can see this is essentially it's called child's crib, and it's a crib that you suspend off your wall. And you can suspend it, as you can see from the top, and then you can also fold it, as you can see from the fold it up, as you can see in the bottom. And so that is also a close invention in that it's also something you put your baby in, and you suspend it over air. You don't have legs under the crib. It's suspended by and held by something up at the top or up at the side. So that, in terms of validity, that is an example of prior art. So I do believe that this patent does add something new by giving it more of a cage and putting it on the outside of a window. But and I also do think it's obvious, because I thought about this more and more. This patent was to solve a problem, which is that babies, that people were afraid their babies wouldn't get fresh air. I assume that most people skilled in the prior arts, skilled in taking basic care of babies, they would probably just open the window. So that's the obvious way to go around it. I don't think this patent's so obvious because it takes another dimension by creating a shelter that you hang outside your window instead of just simply opening up the window, which I think most people would do. Otherwise, that's all I have on U.S. Patent 1448235. To take a look at some of the pictures and links that I mentioned, just hit the description down below. Thank you, and have a nice week.